Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm going to be talking a little bit about financial freedom, right? So financial freedom is pretty much when you have all expenses paid for, so all the essential things paid for your life, plus $1, right? Now, obviously, we want more than just $1 extra than what we need, so that we can get the things that we do want, right? Like the material possessions and stuff. But that's basically the definition of financial freedom, right? And some people, and financial freedom comes down to a lifestyle, right? So some people already have that lifestyle, right? But they need to sell their time on a daily basis to get that money to fuel that lifestyle, okay? So with financial freedom, you have all those expenses paid, but you don't have to sell your time, right? You're getting it through a residual or a passive income to give you your time back, okay? So another way of putting that is, if you think about financial freedom as New Zealand, right? And you've got a Lamborghini, which is your job, right? You're not going to be able to get to New Zealand from Australia on a Lamborghini, right? It's just the wrong vehicle. And that's the Lamborghini is your job, right? It's your day job. So you're not going to be able to get to financial freedom. It's just the wrong vehicle. You need a plane, right? You need the business. And that's going to get you to New Zealand to financial freedom, right? Because it's the correct vehicle. It's what it's designed to do, right? A job is designed to support the community and help the economy, right? So like engineers, we wouldn't have bridges without engineers, so we needed engineers, right? And there's a bunch of jobs like that, like carpenters, you know. Um, so yeah, the other thing about the other thing about the business is it gives you unlimited income, right? And unlimited income, I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's a duplication process, right? So you don't in the business you don't innovate, you duplicate, right? Because we have gone through the minefield and we have tested which mines blow up, right? And we have reported that back to you, and now there's a perfect path through the minefield for you. All you have to do is copy what we did, okay? And that comes down to listening to your upline and being teachable and being willing to change. That's very important as well. So the other thing about the income, it's not only unlimited, but it's also transferable, right? So even when you die, you're still going to be able to transfer that income to like your daughter or something, right? So that they can keep getting the benefit of the work you did one time. So it's not only unlimited and transferable, but it's also inflation proof. So as the cost of living goes up, jobs do tend to adjust their pay, right? So but the thing is, they'll tend to adjust their pay slightly below the cost of living so that they can save a bit more money and stuff. So if they adjust to slightly below the cost of living by, let's say, 0.2%, right? If you work a job, wait, yeah, if you work a job for 20 years, you're going to be getting paid 4% less, right? And in the business, that just doesn't happen, right? Because what happens is we share in a portion of the company's revenues. And when the cost of living increases, our products also increase in price. So as a direct correlation, so there's no 0.2% difference or anything, as a direct correlation, our income goes up as a portion of the company's revenue, okay? So let's talk a little bit about education, right? So did you know that no university or college actually offers any courses in financial freedom? Our system does. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to minimize on what jobs are, right? I'm trying to maximize on what we have. Jobs are essential. As I said before, jobs are essential for the economy and the community, right? It allows us to get bigger as a like community and as a country, right? It allows us to like advance basically. So not only that, but traditional education can also put us in a better position to sell our time, right? So like a surgeon who's done like, I don't know, 12 years of traditional education is going to get paid a lot more than someone that did like 4 years, right? So it can put us in a better position to sell our time, but the system teaches us how to duplicate our time. And I said it before, it's what makes the income unlimited, right? So the system teaches us to duplicate our time so that we get the advantage of a job, which is obviously having the money, but right? But we don't have to sell our time. We don't have the disadvantage of the job. We get our time back. So you just have to do the work once and then you get the time back, right? So it's not just about the money, obviously. For a lot of us, it's mainly about the money, and money's obviously important. It's a very valuable means of exchange, right? It gets us what we want, and it allows us to influence people to do what we want them to do. But there's also personal development that goes into it, right? So in the system teaches us communication skills, right? So that's how you talk to people. That's basically how people perceive you. And then you got people skills. So that's basically your ability to manage people to get them to do what you want, right? You got organization building skills. So yeah, there's a course in Harvard, right, which charges, I think it's $40,000 a year, and it's a 4-year course, right? So that's $160,000. And that's an organization building course, right? So it's an extremely valuable asset to be able to build organizations. And not only does the system not charge you to learn that skill, they pay you to learn that skill, right? So you've also got goal setting skills, which is obviously extremely important if you actually want to progress anywhere in life. You got leadership skills, you've got relationship development, you got success attitudes, which come through. They're not skills, they're attitudes, so they come through association. They come through books and CDs, talking to your upline, being around the right type of people, which the system creates for you and allows for you, right? Then you got financial planning, you've got debt reduction, right? So all these skills, the system will teach you and the system will help you get better at. And to me, that's more valuable than the money, right? Because that allows you to create money, right? It's invaluable to me, to be honest. So yeah, when you're building the business, you got to think about all the skills, all the personal growth you get. And as a consequence of that development, you get to be rich as well. So some last things would be, you can either build it painfully fast or you can build it painfully slow, right? And trust me, when you build it fast, it's not that painful, okay? So think about this: if you have a 5% success rate and you show one plan every day, right? In 4 years, you would have a passive income of $350,000 per year, right? And that's passive, so that comes in the rest of your life. Even when you die, you can pass it on, okay? And that would put you in the top 1% of passive incomes in the country, right? But most people can't handle a 95% failure rate, which for reference would mean showing the plan to 20 people and having one of them get in, okay? And most people can't handle that, right? But if you can tough that out, if you can realize that they're not saying no to you, they're saying no to their dreams and their future, then you'll be rich and you won't have to work for it, right? And believe me, your success rate should be a lot higher than 5%. And if it isn't when you first start, you'll get better quickly, so long as you listen to your upline and you apply the information that they show you, right? Because no information, no knowledge is worth anything if we don't use it, if we don't apply it, okay? So yeah, that's everything for today. See you guys later.